What is going on, beautiful people? It's Jose back with another video. And once again, if you don't know me, my name is Jose. I am a content creator, small content creator you could say, and I've been doing YouTube for around, you could say, like around 8 years. Obviously this YouTube channel is new. I have a older channel, but I started to not like the channel and which wanted to give myself a nice refresh. So I made a new channel and welcome. So in today's video, I have another live opening video. And once again, I formulated something great that I know will help you guys. If you're all about changing your life, becoming the best version of yourself, becoming a good person, follow, subscribe, and stay tuned for absolutely great videos. Now, sorry if you hear a little bit of background, such as this. Your boy is outside and he just wanted to enjoy the breeze. It's not that cold, it's not that hot, it's in between the middle, which is amazing. What would you usually have weather over here where I live? So why not? So today's video is about setting actual goals you know you can take. A lot of people put goals or put things in their mind that they know they can achieve in their status right now. In this generation, everybody talks about, I want a good car, I want to be a millionaire, I want to do this, and it's amazing, it's great. I want to be there too. I want to have nice cars, I want to be a millionaire, but we need to be realistic in the position that we're in right now. Have you ever set a goal and you say you'll start doing this, you'll start doing that? You fill your mind with these things that you want to do, but you never actually start or even attempt to, because you're waiting to get older, you don't have the right equipment, you don't have the right tools, you don't have the right mindset, you're going through something, you're too fat, or whatever the case may be. There's always an excuse to cover up the fact that you can unlock your potential, yet you still don't want to. Or a lot of you will say, just give me time. But time is not always there. Although your parents tell you to enjoy your life, to enjoy this, yes, it's good to enjoy, but it's also good to learn. And what better way to learn now than later when you don't have nobody by your side? Usually a lot about these videos that I talk about, I've already been through, and I'm not saying that I'm the ultimate wisdom guy, but what I do talk, I try to connect with. And when I used to have goals, I still have goals, but when I used to have more goals, because a lot of goals I've already crushed, thank the Lord. A lot of the goals, I used to give myself illusions. I used to make myself very happy about it, but then when it came to actually applying it to the real world or to things that I actually wanted to crush, I used to feel discouraged, I used to feel disappointed, I used to just not feel in the mood. And while this is normal, we need to understand that there's certain circumstances that allow us to overcome that. And this is where research comes in. And this is where I come in too, boys. Hey, so let me explain the secret sauce. I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm not gonna over here give you a whole ad or anything. No, we're going straight to the point. So you can write down your notes, get your little coffee to stay energetic and enjoy. So the secret sauce is SMART goals. Now, SMART goals stands for something specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Now, specific can be when you say, I want to get a new car, say, how much money do I need to, apart from my check, to get a new car? Don't say the goal, say what is required to do it. For example, if you're working out, don't say, I need to get fit. Say, how many times do you work out a week? How many times, what reps, all of that. And this leads us to measurable. Track your progress. Don't just say you go to the gym and you do these amount of reps. No, write it down by a week and see if those reps go higher or lower. Same with putting money to the side. If you get a bigger check, see how much money you put more to the side rather than what you usually do. And while this is amazing, this also leads us to achievable. These are pretty quick, but they're easier said than done, trust me. Achievable. It's amazing, it's great, it's great to put goals, it's great to put this, but this leads us to the beginning of the beginning. See what you can achieve. Sorry, my cat is literally right behind the camera. I don't know if you guys can see it, but as I was saying, set goals that are realistic to your status. For example, if you live in the hood, right, and your goal is to get your mom out of the hood, okay, you can't possibly do something like that and work at McDonald's. Why? Well, first of all, you probably don't even have a car. Second of all, you probably don't even make more than your mother. Third of all, you need to understand that things take time. You can't go from one thing and just go to level 100. No, take the amount of steps needed in order to reach level 100. There's some steps that you might go across because those steps you've already taken, which is great, but you can't go from level 1 to level 100. That is simply impossible unless you just win the lottery or something, which don't wait for that. Don't wait for something like that. And it's not a way to demotivate you or discourage you, but it's just to be realistic and to really see life for what it is. Life is not just rainbows and colors and the beautiful scheme of life. No, it's not just that. There's dark places. There's dark times, there's nights you will cry, nights you would wish you weren't alive. And this is, I won't say normal, because some people don't go through this. Some people have it easier, some people have it harder. But what I can say is that you don't give up, you haven't failed. Now this leads us to relevant. A goal should be something that matters to you, not just something that you see everybody do. For example, if you set a goal to have enough money to buy some Balenciaga shoes or any type of shoes because you see everybody wearing it, does it really matter to you because you want the shoes, or because you want to be like your best friends, or you want to be like your friends, or you want to be the popular kid in school? Does that really matter to you? Not really. You need to see something that's actually beneficial and that really matters to you, that deep in your heart you'll say, I have to, I must, I will someday. This is where relevant comes in, because if your goal is not relevant to what you need, what you want, it's gonna be harder. Now the last one is time bound. Give yourself a certain amount of time. And what I mean by certain amount of time is, for example, the car. If you said in a year I want to buy this car, put that time. You may not achieve it, it may not be realistic enough, but at least you'll give yourself more of a push than anybody else will by you setting a deadline, like if it was rent. This allows your brain to function at a faster pace because you put more money to the side rather than for partying or for clothes or for things that are unnecessary. This will give your brain to react quicker and to give yourself more ideas on how to generate more money. This helps you also keep yourself urgent, keep yourself motivated, keep yourself disciplined as to why you're doing it. So when you have that night or that time in your job where you're like, why am I doing this? Or I'm killing my body for no reason. No, you'll go back as to why you were doing it, which is to get that car. But once again, I said them clearly, I said them short, but there's a catch to it. It's not just enough to write the SMART goals, and not just enough to just write down the notes of exactly what I just said. You need to break it down. And this leads to number one. Break down your goals to smaller tasks. Don't put them as goals, put them as tasks. For example, if you are, like I said, I'm going back to the car, because the car is the simplest, easiest, and anybody can do it if they put their mind and brain to it. Do it as a task. For example, you get paid that same week, put it as a task, put $500 aside. That's a task. Once you get rid of that task, whatever money that you have, rent, bills, everything else. But by you putting that money to the side, you're good. You don't have to worry about, oh, I'll put it in next week, or I'll put it in this week. Put your assets first, then your liabilities. Now, number two, kind of similar, use apps to track your progress, or reminders like calendars or whatever that reminds you. Whatever app that you use it. Don't just go based off your brain, because your brain already thinks enough. If your brain thinks every day about your dream or your goal, what makes you think it's gonna remember about that? Or remind you saying, hey, you have to do this? No, it's better to have these third-party apps to remind you, to help you, rather than just your brain. This also helps you relieve more stress and not just worry about that, but to have that second partner, which is your phone. Number three, celebrate small wins. What I mean by celebrate, I don't necessarily say, oh, go out to eat and do a whole party and invite your cousins, your mom, your dad. No, what I'm saying is celebrate. Just give yourself a pat in the back. Say, I raised $1,000 for the week. Let's go. Let's continue next week. That's a celebration. A lot of people misconcept celebrations like birthdays to buying a car. Those are two separate celebrations. Why? Because your birthday is the day of your birth, and a car is something that you did with your capabilities. Same as this. You put $1,000 to the side for the week. That's your capability. You were capable enough to do that. So you pat yourself in the back and you keep going. Because although your best friend or your cousin could say you didn't do it, you know that you did. And you know the amount of time, effort, and everything that you had to do took. So celebrate those small wins and continue to do that, because that's self-motivation rather than motivation or discouragement from others. And then number four, adjust when necessary. A lot of the times, some things you have to adjust, some things you have to fix around, give yourself a little updates, and that's okay, because life is like that. You can't just go based off one thing and just call it a day with life. No, life could change your life in 1 day, change your life in 2 days. Just like I said, from step 1 to 100, you might cross from 1 to 10 or 1 to 15. That is normal. Life does that to you. Sometimes you do the 2-in-1 package, or you don't even go past level 1 yet. And that is okay, because life can come in ways you wouldn't even know. All you have to do is remind yourself as to why you're doing such. So just pick one goal. I'm not saying 3 or 4. Yeah, you can write them on the side, but out of those 10 goals, pick one and really break it down. Start now. Even if it's a tiny step, trust me, your future self will really thank you as to why you even started in the first place. You will look back and say, I started even if I didn't have nothing, even if nobody was there, even if everybody was against me, I did it. If this helped you, please subscribe. I'm really grateful for the amount of people that have subscribed and that have commented and have liked. It is honestly a pleasure being there for you guys and talking with you guys. And I'm thinking about making a Discord. I'm not sure. I really don't know how to do that stuff yet. But if you guys do know how to make Discords, obviously comment down below. It would be amazing to try to, you know, be more connected with you guys. And yeah, subscribe, and I hope you really found this video amazing. God bless. Love you.